Hey everybody, welcome to stream. I'm Teo and we're going to be playing some Genshin Impact. Hey, oh, Lonely Violet, good to see ya. Or sorry, Lainey, I got it. I will remember. I completely forgot last stream and did not do did not do it once. Anyhow, we're doing the SUMERU Archon stuff. So that's exciting. Also, I finally ascended my team so I could start leveling them up to 70. Yeah, of course, but anytime. But, oh, hey, back off, you freaking creep. But the only problem is, what am I trying to say? I don't have any more books for leveling. Goodbye, mushrooms. Time to cease to exist.
Everyone hold hands. Let the show begin. Shine down. Oh. Oh.
Don't you need the mushroom powder, not the slices? Look, I'm an idiot. Don't worry about it. I didn't think about it. Oh, Violet. Or sorry, oh, Lainey, that's so sweet. And of course, we have no trouble helping out. What the? Oh, I bet it's over here. You guys can't even see my map on big heads in the way. I'm just trying to figure out how to get underground, and I think I figured it out. You scrapped your Titanary build and are rebuilding him, so you had to farm mushrooms. You killed all the mushrooms in 5 players' worlds and your own. Oh my gosh. Ooh, there we go. That sounds horrible. I'm having the same trouble with Nahida. Where am I going? What? I'm confused. Do I go back now? Anyway, I'm in the same trouble with her. You're supposed to enter that cave through the chasm, lol. Oh, well. My bad.
Now that we made it to SUMERU, our next objective should be to
They go
head
so
to
give
SUMERU
Solo a
City
drop, it's painful.
and find a way to meet
Yeah,
Professor Lord
and you
Kusari.
can't kill him with the stuff that I want to kill him with, because those are my main
And
teams,
speaking of
is
Lesser
Pyro
Lord
and
Kusanali,
Electro.
even though we
You
haven't
remember
heard too
leveling
much
your
about
Titanary?
her,
Hated killing
she
mushrooms
doesn't
with
seem to
Electro
be the
Pyro.
same
It's
big
so
who
annoying.
abducted your
Those are my
brother.
2 best character
But even
sets.
so, people call
Your
SUMERU
world
the
level is
nation of
maxed
wisdom,
out and
you
they only
know.
give 1 gray
If
drop
we
per
can
group.
get a chance, but
Ugh.
Paimon doesn't know the way to SUMERU
That.
City.
Me too,
Maybe
and
we
it
can climb
sucks.
up to that spot with the statue of the 7 on it. That'll give us a way better view of things.
Yeah, we can go
Even if we
activate
can't
that.
see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby.
A bird. A person!
Wait a second. Look,
I'm so good at
there's
naming
someone in
things. It looks like Baiju's
there.
wife.
Now we can
Not that
just
Baiju
ask
has
for
a wife, but it looks
directions
like the
rather than
female
wander
version of
around like
Baiju.
lost adventurers. Hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. We'd like to ask for some directions. Huh?
Is she ignoring us?
Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
Hey, Lady Baiju. What a
What's going on here?
what a
There's
rude
no way she
dude.
could have missed that. Well, even so, she might be heading someplace where when we get the chance,
You hate
we'll just ask
saxophone
someone else for
sticks?
directions.
Explain. What is a saxophone stick you speak of?
Come on, let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us.
Oh, what the? Why did it change my camera angle? I'm trying to go over here. What?
Huh? She
Saxophone?
just walked
What are you
past
guys
the
talking
waterfall
about?
and then suddenly vanished. Paimon thought this cave would
It's a
lead
little
to
piece
a
of
village
wood you
or
put in your mouth
something,
before
but,
playing.
it
Oh,
looks like that's not the
reeds.
case.
Reeds. I used to play saxophone. Man, I've never.
Possibly be living.
I hate
could you?
saxophone sticks.
What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again?
Used to play clarinet, and you never heard that. Yeah, I never heard that either. That's so funny.
Looks like she's meditating or
Gosh.
something.
I also
If we
don't
bother
think
her
I ever
now,
got
she probably
splinters
wouldn't
with
let us out
mine.
very lightly.
Are you making sure to wet yours first? New reed taste was always weird. That's true. That was always gross.
What
If
a
you're not wetting
lovely
your
smell.
reeds ahead of using them, you can
It's
definitely
coming
get
from that
splinters.
fixture over there.
But every time
This is
I
definitely not
played,
your
I never
typical
really
place
got
to
any
go home,
splinters.
but at least it smells nice.
Also, you play saxophone. That's cool. I used to play.
Huh? What's the matter?
Drug trip time?
You
What
don't look
the?
too good. Wait,
Bruh.
is the smell making you feel sick? Strange. Paimon doesn't feel anything.
It's because you're immune to poisons for some freaking reason. Man, that is Baiju's wife if I'm about to get drugged. Uh-oh.
What's happening? Traveler? This...
You're supposed to wet them? That's the last thing your teacher tells you to do? Wait, what? You didn't know? Oh, buddy. Whoa. That's so pretty. What a pretty drug trip. Yeah, so some people will wet them with water. Just put them in your mouth for a little bit. And like let your spit get them wet. It sounds gross, but like it's pretty easy. Don't quote me on that. This is just gorgeous. Like, how could you not think this is absolutely stunning? Oh, I can't take a picture in this realm, can I? Nope, I can't even go to my menu. Man, I wish I could take a picture of this place. It's so pretty. Uh-oh. Drug trip turning south. Good thing we're cool. Cool music. You've been playing saxophone for a year. How are you never told it? How were you never told this? What? Lainey, literally how? I'm so sorry, that's trash. Oh my goodness. That's wild. That sucks. What is happening? Also, is SUMERU always this weird and pretty? Or is it just this scene? Oh, I think I'm waking up. Pretty much. Oh, good to know.
It's not serious. The traveler's been out for a long time.
Your teacher's scamming you? Yeah, for real. We just unlocked a
you
whole
can
new world
relax.
for you, dog.
Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about.
Hey, Colette.
Oh, are you awake now?
The
Oh, thank
Skyrim
goodness,
opening.
Traveler, you're
Oh,
finally
so
awake.
you're awake. You're finally awake.
We're at... Good question. Where
Yeah,
are
man.
we?
Always wet your
Paimon was
reeds
in
before you
such a
use
panic
them.
when you passed out
One,
that
because
she
they're
even
uncomfortable to
forgot
use when they're
ask
not,
what place this
when they're
is.
dry.
This is
But also,
Minervaville.
like,
It was originally
won't
built by
work as
scholars
well
from
dry.
SUMERU as a place to rest in the rainforest.
You've been hurting your mouth
Now it's
every
mainly
time you
used by the
play. He
forest
never
rangers
told you
as a
this.
base of
I cannot
operations.
believe
My name
that's
is Kale. I'm a
that's
trainee
wild.
forest ranger.
Cole,
My
student of
master
your
and I
old
found you
main.
passed out during our patrol, so we
Who's
brought
your
you
old
here.
main?
Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything really.
Oh,
By the
Tainari?
way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort? Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some, before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up.
Why do no characters in this game, especially female characters, have a back to their clothes? They all have open back clothes. Have you guys noticed that?
Kale, what's the matter?
Ah,
Were you
that's
trying
Tainari.
to retrieve the medicine?
But SUMERU
As
was
I've
always a
already
bit
told
weird
you,
and
you
funky.
must be careful with
I feel
these.
that.
I'll get it
You've
for
noticed
you
that
once
too?
I am
The
finished.
weird backless outfits they all have?
Sorry, Master.
Literally all of them.
Now,
They just like
the
their
guide
back
to a
is
video
open.
forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board, but if Farbode forgets which mushrooms
Also,
to
you're gonna love
avoid
this
one
story.
more
Remember
time,
how you said
I'll have
Paimon
no
gets shut up
choice
multiple
but to
times
leave
in
the
the
guide
story?
somewhere a little more
Let's
visible.
freaking go!
Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Me when I see
Yes, please do.
delicious looking mushrooms.
If on the off chance Farbode
no.
simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly.
Tainari's dope. I like him already. Even if he has goofy ears.
So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He's chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
I already informed Paimon about the
Tainari's one of
reason
your
you
favorite
fell
characters.
unconscious earlier.
He's dope.
But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well. It is common practice for SUMERU scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training in meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as Spirit Borneal to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination.
They get high as
In
flip.
hopes of asking directions,
LSD.
you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the Spirit Borneal
Followed
I
a
just
strange
mentioned.
lady into a cave.
That
and
incense typically has
sniffed
no
her
effect on
weed
most people.
and went nuts.
But for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand.
Just don't bring him.
Does
up?
that make sense?
What?
Very
Him
good.
what?
Now,
What?
answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences, or did you see anything while unconscious?
What are we talking about? Who's him?
Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh?
Patrol log.
Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room, and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on, and be sure to do as I've said.
Who's
Yes,
him?
Master
I'm so
Tainari.
lost. Tainari's old voice actor.
Wait, hold on a second. Can you tell us
I don't know
what's
what's going on and why I
Sure.
shouldn't, but okay.
Let me fill you in.
He's a creature that
I
deserves
originally
to get fired.
planned to
Oh.
send you on your way once you
Yikes.
finished your medicine.
Well,
However,
I'll leave that
it
knowledge to
appears
you.
now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
I like to not be a
Further
part of
observation?
community drama nonsense and bad stuff, you
No
know?
need to be hasty.
I don't need to know about it.
As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong,
Plus, I like his
I
voice actor.
promise
He's
that
cool.
you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain everything to you. Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing
It's actually a
consciousness,
treat to listen to his
we can
re-recorded
conclude
lines.
that you experienced a powerful
like it.
hallucination, which
got a
suggests
good
your
voice.
mental state is not in the best of shape. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
My mental shape is not in the best state.
Oh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So
Smell
even
my
though your
orb.
condition is stable
Hey,
as of
Phantom,
now,
good to see ya.
If I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else.
Well,
The
Miss
rainforest
Mary, thank
is
you
home
so
to many
much.
fierce animals and hazardous areas.
It's a
If
good
something
place
were
so
to
far. I
happen to
really
you
like
again,
Tainari. He's
I'm
cool.
afraid you might not be so lucky.
You gotta
For
go
now,
study again.
I suggest you
Well,
continue
thanks for
taking your
checking
medicine
in. Come
each
back
day
when you're done, or just lurk in
Good.
the meantime. Either way.
Now, continue
Thanks for coming to say
resting
sup, I
while
appreciate
fire
it.
up another bowl of medicine for you.
Like I said, feel free to lurk or
Seriously? We just
come back
arrived
when
in
you're done
SUMERU.
or whatever.
We're
Good to see you,
already having
Phantom.
problems left and right.
Thanks, I will. Appreciate you.
Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first. Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know. What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now? You mean
I want to go
the
smell
vision
that
of
guy's
tree
orb
roots and
again
red
and have
skies you
more
saw?
weird
What
trance
if those
visions.
were hallucinations?
Your one problem with Tainari is you
What
don't have a
could
good
they
weapon for him. What is his scaling? What's all that, like... What do you need for him? The best weapon you have for him is a 3-star bow.
Well, considering how you unique.
What does he do? What does he need to
Trust
scale
your
with?
judgment here, but why didn't you say anything about it to Tainari? If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right? Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw? Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay
He
here to
scales
rest
with
up and
elemental
figure
mastery?
out what's going on with your hallucinations.
There's a... I think I have a
It
bow
seems
that does something like
asking
that. Let me
Tainari
look.
might not be an
And
option
he
anymore.
relies on spread reactions with Electro.
What do you think we should do? Good idea. Kale's pretty friendly. We can ask her tomorrow
You
about
built
what she
Tainari
knows
as a
regarding the
Dendro
Dendro
nuke?
Archon.
Yikes. I don't know what that means, but that sounds real scary. Also, Phantom's so sweet for jumping in for a minute. That was so nice. I love my community. You guys are the best. Let me look at my bows for a second. Yeah, the stringless. Wouldn't that be perfect? Because it does elemental mastery. It increases skill damage and burst damage. Has base attack, but elemental mastery, right? That's like a big thing. You just made his burst do big damage. Okay, fair enough. Tainari only has about 4 seconds of field time, so you pair him with your Alhaitham. Are there any other elemental mastery bows that I have? There's the Raven bow, it's a 3-star. And yeah, and the Raven bow. I would go to the stringless if you can get one. Just based on the very little I know about Tainari, of course. There's probably something better out there. I don't know, just trying to help. Which feels like a little baby trying to help a parent.
Alright, next let's see your right hand. But please remember that you still need to be careful.
Slingshot's what you use on him? How come?
Yes, I
What does
will.
Slingshot do?
By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route
It's one of his
today.
best free-to-plays?
Look,
How come?
Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time.
But I have a vision too.
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be
I wanna
worrying
know what's
about
up
right
with her
now.
trauma. I wonder what she can't do.
There you are. Feeling any better?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case,
Increases crit rate by
perhaps
31%.
Kale could take
increases
you two
damage
for a
via quick
patrol
shots,
south
which
of
is his whole kit.
Gandharville for the day.
Okay, yeah.
And if you're feeling up to it,
That sounds good.
you can be responsible for cleaning the
You're
statue
about
of
to
the
learn
Seven.
about chronic illness. Uh-oh.
Tainari, we're ready to head out.
Tainari is fathering. Be quiet, I'm
Got it.
fathering
I'll
here.
be right there. All right, we'll be heading
I
into
don't
the
like
forest
the,
now.
I
I'll
don't
leave
want to
any
learn
further
about
details to
chronic
Kale.
illness.
Yes, you can come.
So, Kale, what Tainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but,
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven. Paimon, traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Ooh, an Oculus.
Nothing wrong with these two. Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. No problems with this lamp. Good. The Statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you... Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard to... by the way, Kale, do you know anything...
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
What?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's
what?
first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means
Lord,
of
let's
peaceful
go.
living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago. According to what Masters told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the
And
sanctuary
that's
of
Nahida,
Sarasata.
right?
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then...
Yep. Okay, cool.
I'm not...
Huh? You're not too sure?
It's why she's a
But
baby.
aren't you from
That makes sense.
Sumeru?
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru.
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I
Nahida,
don't
the tree
consider
baby
you two
herself.
strangers.
Are you a tree
You
baby?
two know Amber, right?
Because you're
Wait,
small
Amber?
and baby-like, and this isn't going anywhere. You mean Amber, Outrider of the
Yes,
Knights of
that's her.
Favonius?
I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person.
Oh.
There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice.
Ship.
She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her.
Ship.
If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt
Bro
will
was
meet.
not
You
cooking.
can't help but be enthralled by
No.
her charm and enthusiasm.
When am I
How
ever
you fall in
cooking?
love with the lands of Mondstadt and...
Actually, I'm cooking a lot, but we all know how good I am at cooking in Genshin
Sorry.
specifically.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure.
You really like
you
Amber.
really like Amber.
You'll never forget the 3 Grovery
Sorry.
trips to another
I
country.
was rambling on just now.
3 Grovery
It must have sounded
trips.
kind of weird.
What?
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how do you know that we've...
Well, after I returned to
By the way,
Sumeru,
Chloe's skill
Amber
name is
and I have
pronounced
stayed in touch
similar
by writing
to
each other
Kale and
letters.
Amber. No
In
way.
one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the
Not
city
the
was
skill,
saved
you
by a
meant the puppet.
mysterious
Oh.
blonde traveler in the
Oh, no
floating
way.
canyon.
You know,
I knew you two
I
were the
should
ones
build
she
an
mentioned in the
account
letter
of
the moment I
Genshin
saw you.
where I just
But,
try to get
considering everything
characters
you've been
that I
through that
ship and
day,
put them on the same
I
team.
thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
Ah, so that's how you knew.
Yep.
What would
so
those
please
teams
know
look
that
like?
you two have my complete trust. Really.
What would
I wish I
be the
could tell
best
you more
version
about the
of those
Dendro Archon,
teams?
but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read
Because
any
obviously
books.
Kale and Amber would go on a
Sorry.
team. Jean and Lisa would go on a team.
That's alright.
Yaimiko
You've
and
already helped us
Raiden.
a lot.
But I can't think
We
of
had
like a
never even
good
heard of Greater Lord
4-person
Rukkhadevata
group that
or
would
the
go together
Sanctuary
and
of
work well.
Sarasata until you mentioned them.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Dendro Archon?
So we can get a second copy of her and get to see one.
So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends
Zhangling,
after all, right?
Jinsho, Chongyun, and Hu Tao was a big one for a bit. Oh yeah? Zhangling and Jinsho.
Alright,
Who?
we
Oh
have a
yeah, yeah.
statue to clean.
Chongyun and
You
Hu
both
Tao.
have my
Oh,
thanks.
okay.
While you two
Interesting.
are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy.
Wait, people have already
Let's meet
built
back here
ship
shortly.
teams? Can I just... Yep. Already teleported here before. They were all on Hu Tao's first banner? Oh, wow.
Huh. Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? The name does seem to fit the statue somehow.
Use a ship team yourself? Oh, who's your
Well,
team?
anyway, we'll have to figure that out later.
Are all 4 of them like part of ships or just the 2 of them?
Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top, and you clean up. Nice work. The That's one clean.
Lainey, what's your ship team? Hey, Matt! Good to see you! Sino, Tainari, Lisa, and Jean. Hey, that is a ship team. Let's go.
Welcome back. You must be tired after all that climbing.
Great to see you,
Let's
Matt.
take a little break.
We're doing
I
war
brought some
crimes in
fruit and water for
SUMERU.
us.
Yay, food!
Maybe, I don't know. I think we're gonna do some war crimes. We haven't gone to any country and not done war
Kali is a
crimes.
stranger or anything.
Heck,
Besides,
in
the best way
Inazuma,
to
we straight up
compliment
started a
chef
war to
is
do
to
war
show
crimes.
passion for their food. Xiangling, top pie
Can't
member.
wait for Criminal Part
I
5.
prepared a
Oh yeah,
nice
Wolf
portable
has
dish
this
that
thing
forest rangers
where
like to eat called pita
this
pockets.
whole
I hope you
story
like
is just
them.
you becoming a bigger criminal. Like Mondstadt, you fly without a license, and then you take their, what's it called?
Not to worry. I
Frick.
wrapped a few layers of
What's
oil
it called?
paper around each pita. They should be fine.
And then you steal the harp, and then in Leeway, you're accused of killing the
Paimon nearly had a
Archon.
heart attack
And
there.
in Inazuma, you start an actual civil war, and you don't have a passport, which is the whole thing. And here, something big happens too, apparently. It gets worse and worse as you go. Sumeru gave you a headache.
Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper.
I will say,
Paimon wouldn't have been able
looking
to
at the
sleep
desert
night knowing
intimidates the
something
crap
so
out of me.
tasty had been wasted.
people keep telling me it's a nightmare.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon.
And all the
Since you like
underground
it so much,
places
I'll be
are
sure to
giving
give
me a
you a
headache
copy of
too.
the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking
In
pointers.
Fontaine,
so
you
you'll be
become
making your
Child's
own pita
lawyer.
pockets in no time.
I don't want to be Child's lawyer.
Thanks,
I want
Kali.
to prosecute
It's hard
Child.
to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments too.
Oh,
Nice.
guess it
I don't
happens
think that's
from
that
time
much of
to
a
time.
spoiler that we become Child's lawyer. I know the Child becomes like
Kali,
a good guy
don't you
later?
think that
Question
Tainari's
mark.
a little too
Kinda.
strict with you? He won't
As
let
much
you
as a
touch
Fatui can
anything
be a good
without his
guy.
permission.
Does he quit the
Paimon
Fatui?
knocks
That might
stuff
be a
over all the
spoiler.
time
Anyway,
flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything.
No,
I would
you've got the
prefer
wrong idea about
abusing
Master.
Child, which sounds much worse than it is.
Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. But Master's actually very kind at heart. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, something?
Same.
Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position
Well, in that
there.
case, you're gonna
But
laugh.
Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my... Seems you
In
already know
Fontaine.
him
Wait,
well.
why?
Anyway, I'm sure the sages were not happy about his responses.
I'm suddenly
Master can
concerned.
obviously have a bright
Are we gonna
future
get
in
to
the
commit
Academia,
child
but
abuse?
he insists on sticking to the path of
Child
a
with
Lord's
an E,
Watcher.
not child abuse,
Every
please.
day he helps the locals
Please
in
don't
the
flag
forest
me.
and passes on his extensive knowledge to trainees like me. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Oh, I want a pita
Really?
pocket. He
Paimon
gets
would've
yeeted.
never
Oh, you
guessed
told me that, yeah. You already get to in his domain
Speaking
if you
of
want.
Tainari,
Oh yeah, beat
he
him
was
up.
the one who took
I
care
kinda
of
want to
you
be
after
honest.
finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here.
Yo, you need another gene constellation, but you don't want to pull
Paimon's still
anymore. What do you
kinda
do?
upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
Your best? I don't.
No, I'm sorry.
Man, Jean is a hard
Master
one to
might have been
get because she's
overreacting a
on
little.
a list
But,
of the
it's
standard
mostly
banner, and
because
they're never
Paimon
gonna make
wouldn't
a
stop yelling.
limited banner for
Why,
Jean.
oh why? Is she going to die? It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Hey! Don't laugh!
Yeah,
Paimon
wreck
was
Paimon.
genuinely-
I think your best bet, Lainey, is to just like
Hey! Now
wait.
even Kali's starting to laugh.
Keep doing your pulls on the banners you want to do
Paimon
pulls
won't
on.
forget this. It's time
Use
for
your
some
acquaint
Paimon
fates when you
back.
get them. You know, like, right?
No! Don't touch me!
What just happened? Uh-oh. You need C2 genes so you can make you and Mia shoot faster?
Oh, sorry, Kali.
Sounds about right.
Paimon didn't
You say that,
mean
but
to
you've been
scare
playing
you.
for 4 years and still don't have a gene. Oh my gosh. That's
No,
wild.
I just...
Kali's got
I
PTSD.
didn't mean
Same.
that.
Kali,
something I shouldn't joke about, but genuinely same.
What's the matter?
My roommate got a gene on
Noah,
his
I'm-
second 10 pull of the whole
I'm
game.
fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that.
Man, that voice acting actually scared me for a second.
It's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharvaville. I think Master and the others should be back by now too.
Cola, you gonna
What
elaborate?
was up with Kali just now?
Buddy,
And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look,
Dude.
she's practically...
what the hell? Talk to me, Cole. I can be your friend. I'll be your therapist. Talk to me. She does have PTSD. Yeesh. Big yeesh.
Traveler, you've returned.
Yep, we're back.
Oh, Kale? Yes. I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
I'm dead on
One
my
second.
feet. I think I'll stay here a while.
8 o'clock the following day. Ignore my weird noises I make constantly. Alright, Kole,
Paimon
tell
was
me about your
thinking all
trauma.
night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be.
You got your first Mona last month. No Chi-Chi either. Wait,
Ah,
what?
it's you
How
two.
have you not gotten
I was just
like
about to go look for you.
3 of the main standard
Inari,
characters?
What are you doing here? Where's Kale?
Do you just
I
have like a
came to check on
C5
Kale's
Diluc or
condition.
something?
To put it simply, she's not well.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her.
I
This
agree.
sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little
If
too much
Tutori
so,
becomes
to be
the
honest.
boss, you're fighting
She
her
hasn't
with a team
remembered
of
to take care
Kole,
of
Scara,
herself.
Nahida, and Ed
I
Sheeran.
suppose it's
I mean
understandable, though.
Tartaglia.
She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now.
You get a C1
It must
catching,
have
a
been
C1
refreshing for her to
Diluc,
have you two here.
C1 Tinari, but you
So,
got them from an
Tinari,
event
What's
banner
really
on
wrong
release.
with Kale?
Oh no, so you got a C1 catching, 1 Diluc, 1
Let's take this
Tinari,
conversation
1
elsewhere.
Mona, and no one else in standard.
Kale just fell asleep after
Wait,
taking her
what?
medicine. She needs
1,
some
2,
peace and
3,
quiet.
4, 5. You've only gotten
Maybe she's in a better mood now.
5 characters from the
Let's go
standard
check on
banner,
her.
one of which was not from the standard banner. So you've only gotten 4 4-stars in your entire time from the
The
standard
world
banner
remains
playing
constant
Genshin.
over the centuries.
How's that mathematically even
But
possible?
human life is like the dew at
You
dawn.
don't get standard 5
or
stars
a
as much as
bubble
you would
rising
think.
through
You
water.
get them every 90 pulls, don't you?
Transitory.
Have you only done what's 4 times 90? Have you only done 260 pulls like in 4 years of playing? That's wild. You pull in standard banner religiously, so you have a bit more than that.
Let's come back once she's feeling better.
Every time I have a 10 pull of standard, I use it, you know. So I wouldn't say like religiously. I don't use primo gems on it, but that's mathematically that doesn't make a lot of sense. That's nuts to me.
All right, let's continue our
I
conversation.
know you don't get
here,
as many
shall we?
standard 5 stars as much as people
To be
think.
honest, I hadn't realized you were that
I feel like
honorary
you should
knight
have
for
more than
Mondstadt
4.
until Kale told me just
If you're
now.
spending all your primos,
I've
and
also
limited
heard
banners,
all
you
about
don't
your
pull a lot
deeds
of
in Liyue
standards.
and Inazuma.
I guess.
So just to clarify, what
You
I'm
don't
about
have
to
the
tell
coin
you about
fates, don't
Kale
you?
is not because of who you are or your past feats.
Maybe you don't.
Instead,
Maybe
I
I'm
am
making
going
that
to
up.
tell you because
I know
well,
later on
because
it's harder
Kale
to
asked
get
me
them.
to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you.
Oh.
But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a
You
friend.
spent more money on
So
standard
now
banner
she
than you
wishes
have
to
weapon banner?
reciprocate the gesture.
Wow,
So
that's
Tinari,
surprising. So wait a
What
second.
exactly is
Lainey,
wrong with
you're not
Kale?
free to play, or are you
said
free to
this
play?
is something she's been dealing with for some time.
Or are you like
Just
in
how
the middle?
serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
A disease called
Elazar?
Elizabeth. Check.
Yes. It's a disease unique to the lands of SUMERU. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on affected areas of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia.
Oh gosh.
In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the
You're far
ability
from
to
free to
control their
play.
own body, and
Oh,
they
no.
effectively become completely immobile.
Lainey.
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up
You're not a
hurting
C6
herself.
will, but you're definitely not a low spender. Man.
With
Lainey, do you have
appropriate
an
treatment,
estimate?
the
That might be
disease can be
uncomfortable to
effectively
ask you.
controlled
But do
before
you
it
have an estimate of,
progresses to a
like-
more serious stage. However,
Like
there is
somewhere around
unfortunately
this
still
amount?
no true cure for Elazar.
You're free to play except for catching
Nevertheless,
skin, but that's it.
Kale's mother still hoped
I've
that
been
there was
tempted to
something
get
out
the
there.
Welkin
She handed
thing.
Kale over to an
where you get 90
organization known as
primos
the
a day, and
Fatui
with,
after
like,
one of their
300
members
primos when you
lied
buy
and
it.
said they
I've
had
been
a
thinking
cure.
about that for a while.
What? The Fatui?
I don't know if it's
Ah,
worth
it appears you
It's only
already
$5,
are familiar
but
with
also
them.
like
That'll save
yeah.
me some explanation.
I've also thought
Anyway,
about the battle pass
The
for
person
a while.
who eventually rescued Kale
'Cause it's only
and
like
brought
10
her to me
bucks,
for care
and it gets you a
said
bunch
that
of,
she had been
like,
given to a harbinger known as the
fragile
doctor.
resin and books.
I
and
have
stuff,
no
and I really
idea
need
how
books.
this doctor
Around
managed to
1,000.
do it, but her
That's-
case of Elazar was completely
That's honestly
stable for
not
all
as
the
bad as a
years
lot
that
of people I
Kale
know
was
who play
with them.
Genshin, so
However,
I wouldn't
Kale's
worry
days
about
with
it
the
too much.
Fatui were anything
Don't-
but pleasant.
don't overdo
Kale
it though.
is a
but
resilient
that's not that
individual
bad.
and always tries to appear cheerful.
Matt, same
But her
for you,
experience
but for a
with the
Diluc
Fatui
skin.
has left
Fair
deep
enough.
scars. Even now,
You buy
she
a lot
can
of
still feel
Welkins.
deathly
Fair
afraid of someone touching her.
The doctor in all caps.
Paimon had no
What?
idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Matt, I
by
love
the way,
that everything
Paimon,
you say and do
Kale
is in
wanted me
caps
to
lock.
tell you
I
that
love,
she's
I
sorry
love
for
that about
scaring
you,
you
buddy.
yesterday.
That's great.
She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize.
And Kazuo costed you
None of
around
this is
500
her
bucks.
fault at all.
Oh,
Well said.
jeez.
I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that
That's
in person the
whack.
next time
Screw
you see
the
her.
doctor. Oh, what? Are you talking about
Kale
Tainari?
once
What's
thought that
going
it
on?
would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my
Man,
trainee experience such
Lainey,
emotional
that
pain again.
sucks. That you've spent a
Don't worry,
grand and
Tainari.
half of it was
We'll
on
take
one
good care
character.
of her.
Is he like a high constellation?
Well, it's
Or
not
just
too
to get one of
serious
them?
at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what
Tutor
led
the
her to break
man
down
who had
this
a
time.
symphony on his
As long
entrance.
as she has taken her medicine and gets
Huh.
plenty of
I don't
rest,
know
she
that
should
character.
get better. Though I must admit that Kale's
You've not
condition
been
was
paying
much more
attention to his
stable when
dialogue,
she
dude.
first arrived
You're
here
right.
in Gandharva.
I haven't.
She was interested
I
in the
never
work
do.
of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I
I'm.
could see that she
Well,
was
just
serious
'cause I'm
about
talking to you
learning,
guys. I'm having
so
a
I felt compelled to ask her
conversation.
to join us.
The doctor did
Her
experience on
stamina
Kale
has
when she was a
gotten much
child.
worse recently.
Oh gosh.
Though a moderate amount of
That
physical
sucks.
exercise is always necessary,
No, he's CR1.
I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now.
Big oof,
All right,
buddy.
now that I've
That's
told you about
brutal.
Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients.
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
I've been thinking.
All right, but I
about
must warn you
spending
two,
my
the
primos
rainforest is
on
a
the
dangerous
current
place,
banner again,
especially for
and
someone
trying to
who's
get a
still
C2
recovering,
Nahida.
like the Traveler.
But I,
You must follow
like,
closely and
by
listen
the
to
end of
every
the banner,
instruction.
we'll barely have enough to get
probably
one
not.
5-star.
Let's go
So
then.
I really doubt
We'll be
my
looking for a
odds are
plant
good
known
enough
as
to
the
get
Nilode
two
Pala Lotus.
Nahidas,
It's
you know.
often used to help those afflicted with
And I'm not
Elazar
about to
recover their
spend
energy.
actual money on the game. Not right now. I'm kind of in a
Hey,
broke
Tainari?
spot these days.
Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
But I've thought about it. I've been
Nilode
thinking
Pala
about it.
Lotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. The Nilode Pala Lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an
Do not
There
swipe.
should be Nilode Pala Lotuses
Oh,
growing
yeah, don't-
somewhere
don't
in this
spend
area.
money.
Let's split up and begin
I know.
searching. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient.
You know
We'll
what? You're gonna
rendezvous
tell
here
her
once
how
you've
much you
gathered the
spent.
needed amount.
Uh-oh. You don't have to, and you certainly don't have to tell anyone. But, if you did want to tell people, you hope you didn't snatch all the lotuses from your world. I hope you didn't, too.
Hey,
Oh, can I not pick these up? Oh, what? Come on, idiot. The best part, well, not the best part, the second best part of your skill, and it doesn't even work on the thing I'm trying to do. I think these lotuses appeared for this quest. You know what I
alright,
mean?
we've gathered enough new Atpala lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari.
Yeah, it respawned for the quest. You were worried? Don't worry about it. It would have sucked to have to quit the quest, though, if they didn't respawn.
Let me have a look. Good. I'm glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh.
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling your name. They're
Ah, yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just... Let's go find out what's going on.
Good idea, bat-eared man. You're gonna make me walk all the way over there just to get into a different cutscene. Couldn't you have just skipped to the cutscene where I'm over here? You could have done that, Genshin. It would have saved me 30
Tainari,
seconds
thank goodness
of
we found you
complaining.
here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
Uh-oh.
The Withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappears.
You guess they want to give you freedom to run away.
Can you tell me the exact location?
In the words
It's
of
up
every
ahead,
Genshin
deep
player.
in the river valley.
Nah, I ain't
It's
doing all
appeared in a
that.
spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away.
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let us help you?
Yeah, we're
You
way
two
higher
have only
level
just
than you
arrived
right
in
now.
SUMERU. You're still unfamiliar with many things. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the SUMERU rain. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't care...
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't, as Amir said, only someone with a vision. That is, the power.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location, and then only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it. But you don't
Wither
seem to
time.
carry a vision.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro
Time
at
to fight the
using
wither,
power
let's
of the
do it.
elements.
Alright, so 500 bucks for Kazuha, 50
Seems the
bucks in
rumors
welcomes,
about you were
80
true
bucks
then.
in battle passes,
In that
50
case,
on Alhaitham,
all right.
20
You two may accompany
and
me.
$20 and lost 50-50 on Venti, 30 bucks on Sino's weapon banner, and $5
We typically
someone to do
only
your
teach
desert
visitors how to
exploration.
identify the withering as
I
they're
would
about to
not
leave
do your desert
Gandharville.
exploration for $5
We'll make an
bucks,
exception
but that's
today and show you
that's a
what it
good
looks
deal.
like up close.
You're not done. Oh no, buddy. What's the total on that already? So that's 685. Wait. No, that's 500, 600, 700, 735. Teo pays you in food to do grinding for me? Yeah, I do. Your passenger princess, you could fight me. That is true, but not the point. Also, does not apply to Genshin.
Stop. Don't move any further. Look there, in the distance.
Are we going to test Tainari? No way.
Oh, look! Those plants have withered! Oh, Paimon doesn't like the...
That is the withering. All right, traveler. We're gonna have to enter that withering zone.
Let's do it.
Thank you. But I must warn you, don't put... Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If you ready then, let's go.
Do we get to test Tainari?
First,
Nope.
we must locate any branches sustaining the withering
Oh
zone.
well.
Everyone hold hands. Let's dance. Hi.
Go, Barbara, go!
Yeah. Hi.
Watch out for the worst shear cove. What do you mean?
Hi.
So we're at 735, and you also said 50 bucks to clutch up your friend's Ayaka pools.
Hi.
100 bucks for your own Ayaka pools. 50%, so it's an extra 200, so we're at 9. Wait. Yeah, 935, 50 bucks, and then 10 for your leeway expiration. So that's 945 so far.
This may hurt a little.
A last 125 in the standard, so
Hi.
that's 1,060 bucks. Sheesh. I'll be real with you. When you said very far from free to play, this is not what I expected. I expected way more. But that is far from free to play, I will say. Is this the withering branch that's telling me to hit? Because I'm hitting it. Hello? The smaller ones? Like these? These little guys? Bonk. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, you're right. Oh gosh. Oh, I have to break all the little ones and then do that. Understood. My tiny brain comprehends now.
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Hate that it's called a tumor. You spend too much money? Yeah. I mean, in the past couple of months, I've probably spent that amount of money on food. Oh, frick. Alright, that's it. No more Mr. Nice, Genshin Impact player. I don't know what to say. Bonk, 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 bonk. Is across multiple accounts, such as the Ayaka and sign-up pools. Jeez.
Destroy the tumor of the withering.
I do not have the mental capacity to have multiple accounts and actually play them. Oh, wait. Oh, man, I thought it was going to let me float. That would have been so funny.
Everything's returning to normal now.
Yes. Thanks to you two, we were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari?
So, out of the
You
money
make it
you've
sound
spent on
like
it,
they did well,
is there
but
any of it where
why
you're like,
does
this
Simon
part
have
is
the
worth
feeling
it?
You're worried about something.
Everything else isn't worth it,
It's
but
that obvious,
this
huh?
thing, right? Like, is there anything like that?
All
Where
right.
you're like, I'm really
Recently,
glad I spent
the
money on
rate
this
at which
part.
withering zones appear has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long
Your
before
Asian
another
account is
one appears.
untouched.
If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an
Oh,
issue.
you don't keep up with
But
all your
it's
accounts?
far
Yeah,
more
there's no
severe than
chance I'd be
that.
able to.
For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, this presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, and most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase,
Huh? Well, why is that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason.
Interesting.
However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in SUMERU for millennia. Oh, by the way, have you heard of Irminsul?
I've been
is a
thinking
tree
of
located
doing
deep
another
beneath the
account to
surface.
do something fun
Although
or
it isn't
stupid
like
with,
any
but I
tree
can't
we
think of
know in a
anything
biological
especially
sense.
cool or fun.
You can basically think of it
Screw
as a large
everything. The
tree
thing that was
grows
worth it was your
downwards rather
Ayaka
than
pools.
upwards.
You really like Ayaka?
I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of
So like the
Irminsul,
Welkin stuff
spreading
and
and
the battle
extending
passes,
from a
none of
massive
that,
cavern
but like
deep
Ayaka.
underground all the way up to the surface.
SUMERU, this is bad for the environment. We should try to fix it. Genshin, let's eat extinct animals. Not
Ley
Genshin,
lines
Mondstadt.
continually
Understood.
absorb the
We got
memories of
there,
this
chat.
world,
We got
which
there.
are then funneled into Irminsul,
Yeah,
allowing it
that
to collect
bugs me a
knowledge
bit.
and wisdom from ancient times
That
to
we were
present
like,
day.
Oh,
The
look,
Dendro
an extinct
Archon is
animal.
known as the god of wisdom because her
delicious.
consciousness is directly connected to it. And as for the withering, its emergence is related to... That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago. But I'm afraid we rangers will be battling the withering zones here for a long time. All right, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've...
Alright, where are we headed now? Oh, wrong button. You're salty about the battle passes because a few months ago you got hacked and you depleted your R5 serpent spine. Oh, deleted it? That sucks. That sucks so much. What the heck? Why would you even, like, what's the point? Why do that? What do they gain from deleting something on your account?
You all made it back. How did it go?
The withering
Doesn't
zone
make
you
any
reported
sense.
has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh? Wait, is that?
A toucan?
Oh no, Hypatia!
What? What?
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
You've not bought a battle pass ever since.
This
Oh,
dusk
jeez.
bird is Hypatia's designated courier
Fun
for
fact,
urgent
those
news.
toucans speak
You
Morse
do
code.
remember her, don't you?
What?
She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived.
Oh, her? How could we forget?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
You gotta slow it down, but...
So what's it say?
Interesting.
And what's with that weird expression on your face?
What do their
Just let
Morse
Paimon
code
read
things
it.
say, do you know?
All Paimon.
Yes, allow me to explain. After she must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some...
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait.
Well, obviously because this has happened before.
Enjoy the game,
Last
stuff like
time
that.
she drew 5 lines.
That's kinda
and
cool,
By
honestly.
the time we found her... Well, I'd prefer not to remember that.
What?
Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set
Lainey, that
aside for
sucks.
times like these.
The whole
Paimon,
battle pass
Traveler,
delete
could
thing,
you two
that's
bring these to her?
trash.
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations?
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So,
Will Traveler be okay
How do
if
you
the
feel?
drugs are there? Let's find out. Take these drugs.
Really?
We did find who hacked
You're
it. A
not
buddy of
feeling
yours from
even a
school, and we
little
paid you
drowsy?
back like half your Genshin account's worth of money, so you didn't lose as much money as you
How'd
think.
you know that she'd be okay this
Man,
time, Tainari?
That still sucks. Why
back
would
when
a
we were
friend of
clearing the
yours from
withering
school
zone,
do that?
I
What a
observed
jerk.
that she could adeptly manipulate the dendro element.
Especially to
then that she
then
would
just
be
pay
fine.
you back afterwards. What
And
a
if I
bubble.
may ask, when I was telling you two about Irmin's
You
soul's
lost
ley
your
lines,
servant spine, but made up
was
to
what I
10 times
described
money in
similar at
return.
all to what
Well,
you
that's
saw when you were
good,
unconscious?
but
That's
still
correct.
lame.
Those weren't hallucinations at
Also,
all.
you and your
Though
buddy
I
are in
don't
high
intend
school,
to
right?
apologize for
I
deceiving
made
you.
zero money in high
Because
school.
what you saw
I
is
mean,
of
at the end of
significant
high school, I
importance.
started making some money.
Not just for the nation
But
of
it's
Sumeru,
wild that
but the entire world
all the people I
of
know in
Teyvat.
high school these days
My
makes,
forefathers
like,
were shown much
enough
favor
money
by
to
Greater
spend
Lord
$1,000
Rukkhadevata.
on things. That's wild to
We
me.
took an oath to
I was
protect this
broke.
nation together with her. Now that duty has fallen to me. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eye, when you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irmin's soul. What you witnessed were I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us?
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. Please, wait here for a moment.
What a goofy looking bird.
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her. And no, I should be the one thanking you.
Just wait till you get to Fontaine. Them's the goofiest of birds. Oh yeah? I think I've seen a couple of them, and they're definitely weird looking. And I have been to Fontaine, I just haven't done any story stuff there. Because there was an event in Fontaine a few weeks ago. And I was like, I'll walk to Fontaine. And then I walked through the freaking Sumeru desert to get there. And then in the next patch, this most recent one, they added a shortcut to Fontaine. And I'm so mad about it still.
Hello? Hypatia? Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
I'm gonna get kidnapped. This is spooky. What the frick? What the Legend of Zelda is that thing? No, we did not have the money for this. This has been over a year time period in parts. I just randomly had some cash to blow, so you did. Classic. Aranara? Is that an enemy? Do I have to kill that? Tree Babies Part 2? No. I feel like these tree babies suck in comparison to Nahida.
There you are. Hypatia, are you alright?
So hungry.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Huh? Wait.
She got the
Why does it
munchies.
look super foggy outside all of a sudden?
Did drugs for 3 days straight and is now
let's
real
go look
hungry.
around.
Outside of that, you're broke. Fair enough. That feels more accurate to high school, where you just randomly have a little bit of money to
How
throw at
things out
what you
here
want
end
to.
up looking like this?
What is happening?
What happened? And where are we?
Are we on drugs again?
Oh, maybe you're right.
Genshin's the
Let's
only
go
game you spend money
investigate the
in?
area.
Fair enough. Oh, it occurs to me, I definitely can't shame you too much, because I've spent so much money on Magic the Gathering over the past couple of years. That's my addiction of choice. These days, Genshin is a lot of fun. I do like it.
Huge.
But
I knew there's something off about
definitely Magic the Gathering has
Let's
been my
think of a way to
main
get
money
over there and
spent.
have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll
Drugs
find
didn't
a
affect
leader
Paimon before,
sometime.
remember? And you've developed an immunity. You're right, but this feels kind of like a trip, and you gotta admit it. Also, ignore that I'm not using half my team. If they drop stuff, I want to be able to get their mushroom things. Oh, wait. You don't think I get drops while tripping? You just said I wasn't tripping. Oh, frick. Whoops. I know that it's a domain or whatever, because the tutorial just said that it was a domain. Oh, frick. Oh, frick. Where's the other rosin? You can't wait for the story to play out. It's so sweet and weird. Oh yeah? It feels Oh gosh, it feels weird, guys. Help. Oh, what's happening? I'm in Inazuma.
Huh? What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
Help. Also, you're full of crap. This is definitely a drug trip. What is going on? Oh. And we're not in Inazuma anymore. We're in space, but we're wet for some reason. What the... What is going on? This music is really soothing, at least. Ooh, enemies. Finally. Something I understand. Murder. The thing I understand the best in this game.
Sharing my knowledge.
Insolent.
Let the show be.
Activate the thing. Thank you.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Ouchie. Yeah.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Commit to memory. Oz, reveal thyself. Midnight Phantasma. Let's dance.
Sumeru battle theme goes hard. Agreed. It feels like all of those movies that like are in Egypt, when they do like the opening shot of the camel eating something. In the background, there's like a woman singing and stuff, and what the hell is happening? America, explain. 6k alt damage from your Raiden. Oh, really? I didn't even notice. 6k. That's probably the highest number anybody's reported of me doing so far. That's exciting. Magic? That's the explanation you choose to give me? What the hell? Oh, what is that? Is that bad? That looks bad. You don't know what that is? Okay, fair enough. Anyway. Come on, Barbara, please. Barbara, please, get on this mushroom. Thank you. Barbara, please. How do I get up here? Alright. Weed. That is a better explanation than magic. Oh, I'm an idiot. Remember when you told you had... We told you you had access to deep lore? Vaguely? Why? What's my deep lore access? Oh, freaking stop sending me to space! This reminds me of playing Assassin's Creed. It's like, the animus desynchronized. Because you did something wrong. Well, if you don't understand deep lore, then you're kind of just along for the ride for Sumeru.
You don't look so good.
Fair enough. If anyone wants to just tell me the lore, I'm here to listen. So Matt, if you're lurking in the background, your time has come. Okay. Hello? What is that? What's happening? Nope, wrong button. What the? Ah, go away. What is... where? Oh, wait a second. Is this one of the lineup things? Where I have to, like... Yeah, it's right here. Then I have to like... Haha! Freaking nailed it. Oh, I'm tripping balls. Oh, it's a picture. What the... What the hell is happening? Matt pat himself. That's... I would lose my mind if we discovered Matt was him. He's your lore expert and theory crafter, and he's named Matt, so it works. Agreed. That we're gonna find out later that it's just Matt Pat in my chat hanging out with me. He got into Genshin, decided to retire, and just hangs out on like small Twitch streams. Okay, so that Inazuma area, everybody got that, right? It's not just because I am the Raiden Shogun, right? Like if I play as Nahida, it won't take me to some Sumeru place, will it? It's Inazuma? Okay. For everybody? Very cool. Oh, heck. Frick. Heck. Heck. Yep, okay, cool. You tripping balls too, Mr. Harold? Get murdered by me. Let's go. I'll take you on.
Make yourselves at home.
And I'll freaking wreck you
Let
too.
the show begin. By royal decree, there is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
Get shreked. Man, I do nuts damage. Not nuts damage for anyone else, just for me. Because I know a lot of you guys make my damage look like baby numbers. What the heck? How dare you? How dare you shield me, you little jerk? You're doing pretty well for your level, though. Thank you.
Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day.
Oh.
Shine down.
Oh, it didn't even... Also, funny story, back in middle school, you and your cousin jumped a dude and you didn't do crap. Lady... Every time I'm just minding my own business and you're randomly like, I have a funny story about my life. I jumped a guy. I had a weird DoorDash experience. And you just like are in chat telling me stuff. And I'm here for it. It's wonderful. But it's very funny. And so off topic, but so funny.
Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial? His Highness has long since forsaken
this is lore.
you.
Most chaotic chat member reward? Absolutely. I wish I could hand out chat member rewards.
Only to be stepped apart. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless.
Matt would get Lore King.
But don't you fret now.
Lainey would get Chaos Gremlin. Wolf would get Girlfriend. Can I kill you now, Abyss person, please? Can I murder you, Harold? Nope. Okay, we're done tripping. Some dude was bullying your little cousin. Samina's older brother jumped him, and he ran the ones while you just sat in the back looking pretty. That's such a vibe. That's so funny.
We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there she is. Quick, let's see how she's doing.
That's honestly, I feel like
So sweet.
90% of stories about people getting jumped are just
The
that.
good news is that she's
Where 3
still
people roll
conscious.
up and
Hey,
1 or
why'd
2
you
people do
drop
the
her food
work,
on the
like in
floor like
construction
that?
on the side of the road.
Oh, can guess that makes... Anyways, we can talk about... Whoa! Wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying...
After getting the semi-conscious Hypatia some water and fruit juice, she died.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you?
Yep, it's me, Tainari.
Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent
Your cousin
us
is
here
out
to
here
bring you
slamming
some
the
food
dude in
and
the gates
water.
while you just
Here, we have a
slap him
letter
every
that he
once in a
asked us
while.
to
Oh
give you.
no. On account of how incriminating this is, I would refrain from telling this story on the internet too often. But also, that is funny. And also, I do not condone violence. Don't do that.
So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here
Yeesh
when we
indeed,
arrived.
Wolfblaze.
We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this...
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was...
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Oh? So you're able to see them too?
I can hear my roommates yelling about a fridge in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear that. You know how to find the person, but clearly I was not needed in that. Yeah, sounds like it.
You saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
Look, we're on drugs, my
No,
mom.
I actually do believe
You heard
that the
very
traveler is
clearly,
sane.
why can't we share a
I myself
fridge?
had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You
Why
needn't
can't
worry.
we
They
be
mean you no
fridge? Why
They only
can't
dragged you into the
we
dream
be
because they
fridge?
hoped
You
to
were the
buy
moral
themselves
support.
a little time in
Nice.
order to scurry away.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
A cabbage.
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some... I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding.
We've made jokes about
and
how
my mind
this
was racing
game
with all
has
the
ripped
knowledge that I had
off Breath of
touched.
the Wild,
And at that
but those
very
little
moment,
dudes,
I
those
suddenly
really
noticed a
look
small
like
figure at the
the
opening
little
of the
Kokiri
cave.
spirit things
In my
from Breath of the
curiosity,
Wild. Like
I
that,
began to walk over to the creature.
it has a leaf
They
hat.
must have already been used to me living in the cave,
R&R
because they didn't seem
kinda
to mind
Nahita's
me approaching
familiar.
them.
No,
They just kept
they're
doing whatever they were
little,
up to.
the
It
Korok
wasn't until
people.
I crouched down next
These
to
are
them
Koroks
that they
from Legend
suddenly
of Zelda.
realized that I could see
Look at them.
Oh,
Chat, look at those.
and then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to save me. Yes, no doubt about that. By the way,
Don't mind me, I'm just
Tainari
doing
mentioned
something.
in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul. Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. Besides, Paimon's getting hungry too. Let's eat first and talk about Irminsul later. Alright, we're out, traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a radish veggie soup. You'll love them, Hypatia. They're our specialties after all.
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it. It's been so
You're kinda
long
hungry
since
too?
I've had
Me
a
too,
decent
honestly.
meal too. To be honest, the last time had to be when Tainari came to visit.
Give me just 1 second. That's an R&R, right? And this is a Korok. Guys. Guys, can we please talk about this? Please. Like, please. Wait a second. The Aranara even have
inactivity serves no
different
purpose
colors?
whatsoever.
Like these guys? They have... Come on. Come on, chat. Alright, that's enough. I just... The Aranara's names are tongue twisters? Seriously? That's ridiculous. Like the name Aranara, or like they have actual names that are legitimately tongue twisters? Corbett needs you to tell the difference between these two pictures. They're the same picture. Your favorite is Aranakin? Aranakin Skywalker. The Traveler has a voice line about it in character info. Oh, I'll go check it out. Exactly, he's got a line about hating sand and everything. Wait, what?
Amazing. And the box is
Genshin just is out here playing, y'all. Like, that's ridiculous. Wait a freaking second. You said Traveler has a voice line about the Aranaka? What's it labeled as, do you know? You two hate sand? Me too. Tongue twisters, that's what it's called? See if I can find it. You think maybe it's not a thing for me yet because I haven't met them? It's probably locked. We'll get it soon, then I'll listen to it.
Are you already finished cooking?
Here you go, box lunch.
Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it took me nearly... You should know that...
Alright.
The ingredients
we're
used
gonna
to
end
make
stream here
sense
pretty
the root
soon.
of the
Is there anything you guys
Dendro
think I should do
Archon's
before we
power lies
do?
within Irminsul? Naturally.
Actually, I have a
It's primarily
question
due
for
to her
chat.
body's unique
I
constitution.
want to show you
Taking in
my
any scent similar to the ingredients of Spirit-born ale would cause adverse effects.
team.
Not to worry, though.
And
It appears you
want you guys to
technically, your
let me know
body...
what you think you would do.
I must admit,
One,
I
for
am
Team
quite
Comp for the
envious of your
Abyss, and
abilities.
two, for...
Even if it meant suffering
what's it
from
called?
pounding...
Whoa, you're really serious.
For artifact stuff, what you would focus
As a
on.
member of the Ratawe Star
I have some
at the
questions,
Academia, my
'cause
main
you
area
especially,
of research
Lainey,
is
know
the
way more
stars
about
and their
meta than I
connection
do.
to the fate of... Which is why I must turn... If only my perception wasn't so limited. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their... Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and... That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be...
Whoa, so knowledge from Irminsul could be super dangerous.
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no... However, I've been feeling better as of late. I believe that being
As
able
a
to
local
see them
meta
is a
nerd,
sort
you
of
got me.
blessing from the.
Thank you.
But what's strangest of all is that they're
I know
clearly
the
an
basics.
envoy
I
of the god
understand
of wisdom
things. I've been
herself.
watching some YouTube videos
And they
about
have the
builds and how they
curious
work.
power to make people dream.
What's so
And
strange
I
about that?
am not AR-45, so I
sound out
haven't
of
been
place for a
really
divine
grinding
being, does
domains
it?
to get artifacts
Well,
quite yet.
it's strange because nearly
But I still would
nobody
like
in
to have a
SUMERU can ever
conversation about it
dream.
with somebody who knows what they're talking about.
Yes.
So that's where you come
well,
in, Lainey.
to an extent. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality.
Just as soon
Yes.
as I can
If one
get the
struggles with
frick through this
anxieties,
dialogue.
the fact that I was born, I studied hard, but then it was in back then.
So,
Sorry. If you, there's no need to.
You just camp in this cave
now
with
that
her
we
for
know
the night?
Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions.
Yeah, Teo and I are about the same level of understanding at this point. I don't know a ton about the meta, but have a crap ton of experience. Yeah, I know. I probably understand a lot of the information mildly better than Finch, but Finch just knows more things than I do, you know what I mean? Alright. So here are the characters I'm leveling. Jingcho, which actually, now that I think about it, I'm going to throw these at him. Jingcho, Zhongling, Bennett, Traveler, Dendro specifically, because I think it's really good. Fischl, Barbara, Nihida, and Raiden Shogun. You can get 5-star artifacts right now, but it's not 100% guaranteed for every run. I can get 5-star. Oh yeah, I know, but I would rather guarantee it than waste my fragile resin, you know. Those are the 8 that I wanted to do the Abyss with. Wait, that's 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's 8. Curious what you think the team comps should be. Nihida and Raiden are too good together to not put them together, but they kind of carry the teams they're on, so it makes sense for them to go on separate teams. Either way. If I wanted to do 2 Dendro Bloom teams, like Burgeon and Hyper Bloom, for instance, I would obviously put Barbara and Jingqiu on the opposite teams. A lot of your characters need either Emblem or Gilded Dreams. Yeah, my whole team needs lots of Elemental Recharge and lots of Elemental Mastery. Tons of Elemental Mastery, actually. You've got the workings of a Melt team. I do. I don't have any Ice. Or I don't have any Cryo, I mean. And I don't want to level these 2. They just happen to be up here because I was maining this one before. And I was interested in this, but then I was like, nah, never mind. Nihida, Raiden, Jingqiu, Kuki if you level. I don't have Kuki at all. I don't know who you're talking about. Well, I mean, I know who Kuki is, but I don't have one. So, these 2 and Jingqiu. Cool. And then someone but not Kuki, because I don't have a Kuki. That's not going to happen. Oh, yeah, but I have a Fischl, so maybe Fischl instead of Kuki.
I created
Anyway.
another universe and found it.
You know I have Chevreuse, and you already like her Pyros less Electro stuff. That's true. I could replace one of them with Chevreuse. But I've already put in so much effort in leveling everybody else up. And I don't know who I would replace with Chevreuse. Because I think these 2 are both better than her. You know.
Oh, ow.
Zhongling,
Where did that
Barbara,
come from?
Bennett, Anima main character, or Sucrose if you got her. So just do a Vaporize team and have Anima crowd control. I could see that.
Benny's adventure team? A
Yeah, and then I'd
sample!
have 2 healers, which would be good for that team. I might dink around with that and see what it looks like. You run Raiden National if you so need it. That's true. I've thought about Raiden National. The thing though is I really need 2 good Abyss teams.
Oh,
And
ow.
I guess,
Where did
well,
that
actually,
come from?
I could do Raiden, Bennett, Zhongling, and Jingqiu, and then do Nihida, Barbara, Fischl, and then Traveler, and have a Hyper Bloom team this way. And then just boost her Elemental Mastery and have her be the driver. That could work. Actually, that might actually be the... that might actually be what we do. Abyss teams? Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. We're trying to figure out
I wonder
what
when
would be
I'll
the best
as
Abyss
tall as my
teams,
big
because
sister.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. These are the 8 I'm most interested in using for the Abyss. And so those are the teams we're talking about using. People have made Barbara into a DPS, and it's kind of terrifying. Electro Traveler works in that regard, since Electro Traveler ult is like Raiden's skill. Maybe I'll look into that. I've already been leveling up her Dendro, though. Ugh. Like her talents, I mean. Not a lot. And I've already leveled up her Animo talents, too. But I guess I could look into her Electro. I'll try that, I guess. Anyway, thank you for the advice. People crap on Electro Traveler, but he has very good Electro application. Fair enough. In that case, either way, it sounds like Barbara would be my driver. Regardless if I made Traveler, Dendro, or Electro, I would still want to crank up her Elemental Mastery.
I wonder when I'll be as
Because it's
tall
only
as my
49
big
right now,
sister.
and I would want it to be much higher if I could get it higher. My crit rate is 7.8%, which is not a big deal. It's not what she's built for. Anyway, cool. Actually, let me look at what am I. This is probably my best crit stuff because I haven't built any of my characters super specifically for that.
I created another universe and founded
Nope,
paradise.
Nahida would be your driver.
For
Nahida is
I,
always the driver in
Fischl,
teams like this.
And the princess
Really? For real? Holy crap, she has 365 Elemental Mastery? Good gravy. Fair enough. What about a melt team? That Wolf mentioned that earlier, but I don't really want to build and level these characters and use them, even though they're up here. And these are my 2 cryo characters. Just because I'm not crazy about him. I'm not crazy about him. I would do a melt team if I liked playing either of them more. But I'm so much better at and enjoy playing the other characters more, you know? I could see that, though. Replace Barbara with a cryo person. Yeah, I don't want to build cryo. I don't know why. Here's the thing. There are some cryo characters I really like Shinha and Ayaka, and I would build them in a heartbeat. It's specifically these 2, because I don't like Claymore users, and I don't know what I have against Kaya. He used to be my favorite, but for some reason he's not anymore. My brain just says use different characters. But I guess Cryo and these 2 would be a pretty devastating team. Anyway, I really appreciate it. Serene National and Hyperbloom Nahida. Yeah, that kind of sounds good. The only trouble with Hyperbloom Nahida, with having Nahida be the driver instead of Barbara, is that it's hard to use Barbara's skill to apply the Hydro, because it's so small. Let me show you what I mean. So with Barbara...
Go, Barbara, go!
Let me show you. It's easy for Barbara to be the driver because all of her attacks do... Oh, those aren't enemies. Do Hydro, and they're from this much distance, which isn't a lot, but it's better. And her skill is only this much distance, or in other words, very little. So I'd have to be Nahida and then get right up on an enemy, which is less than ideal, you know? You gotta get up close and personal while beating them up. Yeah, exactly. I guess it could work. We'll give it a try. Actually, I've got a Hyper Bloom team right here where I can try it. Let me go find something to kill. We'll go fight the chicken. Because she's definitely got better elemental mastery to be using. The other thing is Barbara's skill will run out, you know. It only lasts for so long.
Everyone hold hands. Let's dance.
See, like, I have to get right up on them. And in a fight one-on-one, it's not that bad. But in a fight with, like, a bunch of enemies, it's like a hassle. See what I mean? Now I have no Hydro application. But with Barbara, I have Hydro application, Electro application with Raiden, and Dendro with Nahida all at once. So I can literally just spam Barbara's attacks. See what I'm saying?
Torn to oblivion.
I would want a better Hydro application if I was going to use Nahida. The next important character to pull would be some sort of crowd control character, yeah? Like who? Because there's no crowd control characters coming out in upcoming banners, so...
Make yourselves at home.
See, this is going so much slower than if I was to do it the way I've been doing it. Right?
Shadow Raven, let night fall. Come on.
Kazuha's rerunning soon, so you'd say pull him. How soon?
Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal.
Kazuha is a pretty nice one, you're right. And I don't want to level up my Sucrose because, again, I've been leveling everybody else up, and I'm running out of books, and it's like such a hassle to level so much in the first place.
Let's dance.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Kazuha only reruns in start of spring or start of summer both. Okay. Is that just an every year that happens type thing? Maybe 4.5, second half 4.6, at most 4.7.
Now you shall
Such a hassle leveling, he says, when I'm gathering plants and killing monsters. Look, I appreciate it. Ascending them is not a problem anymore thanks to your help. It's books. I need books. That's it. You know what I mean? You're helping me and providing with me all of the necessary ascension materials. It's leveling. That's it. I actually can't even level my current characters for that reason. Ley lines have periodic double rewards. Well, yeah. Kind of just have to do that, don't I? Been a bit since the last one too. Fair enough. I don't have 40 resin, do I? No. Anyway, not that I need this boss, but I just wanted to show you guys what I meant. Yes, some characters have rerun specific times, like how Zhao only reruns in Chinese New Year. Interesting. That's really interesting. But yeah, that's why Barbara has been the driver in my Nahida team, despite Nahida having better mastery. What was I saying? The Hydro application just works so much better, and Nahida can't do it well. Or how Archons are guaranteed a rerun in the beginning 5 patches of the new patch. Oh, really? So next one, we're going to get another Archon. That's really cool. I didn't know that. Like 4.0 through 4.4 were Archons. Oh, so this was our last Archon. Ah, bummer. I wanted more gods in my team. Anyways, thanks so much, chat. I appreciate you guys coming like a ton. You have no idea how much your support means to me. I couldn't thank y'all enough. Anyway, we're wrapping up the stream for tonight. I'm gonna go to bed. As always, I love y'all. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.